Hello, everyone. Welcome to this month's community conversation, which I am delighted to devote to the extraordinary program we have in Hangzhou, where some 53 of our Year 10 students have recently completed 3 weeks of quarantine and are now having the time of their lives. Let's get started.
I'm Adam Pollock. I teach humanities, and I'm the head of service and community interaction.
I'm Sally Zhang. I'm the director of HZCIS, and I have been working here for 8.5 years.
I'm Rob Garrett, Director of Experiential Education, a head of house, and also teacher of maths.
Hi, I'm Ted Wee. I'm the lead science teacher and head of house.
My name is Mark Tan. It's a privilege and very excellent opportunity for me to come here as an art teacher.
My name is Sarah Roderick. I'm the lead teacher of French and Spanish and also head of house.
Hi, I'm Kirsten Pollock. I teach humanities and I'm head of J House.
I'm Ali Matheson. I'm the lead English teacher and the head of mentorship and learning enrichment.
I'm Chen Yuan. I've been in CS since the first year, so this is my 8th year.
I'm Felix Jones. I'm the lead PE teacher. I've been here for about 5 years.
My first question has to do with the ways in which our program in Hangzhou bridges East and West.
As part of CIS and also an international school in the mainland China. So our school is an international community implementing the international curriculum, while we also use China as our classroom.
The fact that we can and do create authentic opportunities for students to learn linguistically, culturally, but also socially and academically makes this a perfect place to think about that confluence of East and West.
It becomes a kind of very unique quality of school soil and air, if I can say so, which can certainly influence our students in a very positive way.
We very much heavily focus on Chinese cultural aspects such as dragon boat, such as lion dancing, also martial arts we do as a core subject during move time. So there is lots of chances for people to experience the East and West aspects of our school.
I would say it's very difficult to avoid bias without actually experiencing and witness the different cultures by yourself. So I think CS Hangzhou has provided students tons of opportunities to know China and know Hangzhou by themselves.
If you had to pick one particular aspect of our Hangzhou experience that you think really captures its uniqueness, what would it be?
This is really a place where students can be very unique and do what they are actually interested in doing, because we have such a high ratio of adults to students. We can facilitate such a range of activities that just wouldn't be possible in another school setting.
Students go out, there's no walls, and they learn what they can from China within the community that they're in, whether it's the Hangzhou community that we have here or the larger local community where they travel. They challenge themselves to develop a personal interest, and through it, they develop character.
Ali mentioned earlier the freedom he has to come up with ideas. So he had the idea of a poetry cafe, and then we changed the entire timetable so that all the students are together for a poetry cafe. We can move things around and just everything is under our control.
It's hard to talk about Hangzhou without talking about our Beyond program. The period at the end of the school year where students can focus on a personal interest. From the morning until the night, all they're thinking about is whether it's building a plane, whether it's putting together a showcase with students from Greentown, whether it's learning ventriloquy. We sometimes have to remind them to eat because they just get lost in one thing that they're doing.
So our students kind of become more likely to savor the moment they share with their peers and teachers because they only have a fixed amount of time to be with them.
The close relationship that we built among our community, that really makes a very unique.
Somehow you managed to keep alive and flourishing our Hangzhou program online. What are the secrets of your success?
So when we first went online, we had staff who were in Sri Lanka, Australia, America, Taiwan, all in different time zones, and all willing to zoom in at whatever time they were asked to, day or night, to make sure that lessons ran to the schedule.
How can we make this 2 months the best 66 days that these students have ever had? What parts of our program are really going to ignite that in our students, and which parts of our program should we prioritize? So I think just always having those conversations. And again, as Rob said, I think the team that we have here are just so dedicated to making sure that students get as much as they can within the parameters that we find ourselves in.
We've really made an incredible amount of progress in just the last week since the students have been here. I felt like we've made as much progress in the last week as we do in a normal first month of school.
Giving students opportunities to feel a sense of community then meant that when they arrived, as Adam said, we felt like we knew them so well already. There was 2 or 3 days of slight tentativity, and then it felt like they'd been here for months.
At the time of this recording, there are 55 more days of in-person teaching and learning for our Hangzhou cohort with you in Hangzhou. What are you most looking forward to doing with them?
To me, is really to bring the student out to see Hangzhou as a window to experience firsthand the advance of China.
Just like yesterday, our whole school went out to have this Lynch service project. And although we are going to only have 3 days project, but still the students can have a taste of those working places.
I'm so excited for Beyond because it's a chance for those kind of armchair students to really stand up and engage in take charge of their own education. So I just love Beyond. I just can't wait for it.
You know those students so well about Beyond experience, because like being a teamwork, like you see all the aspects of like every single student in your team. It's just like a very rewarding experience.
When we go for a walk down the canal and see the spring blossom or a small derelict house, or go and visit a water town, or find some poetic inspiration for something they end up writing, I think it's knowing when you've supported students in, and sometimes it's really hard to spot this, in finding those things that will stay with them, that will leave that legacy of Hangzhou. And again, that sense of afterglow.
We've got students putting productions together. We've got students writing songs for the first time, trying new sports. And I think being in a new place sort of gives you permission to take some risks and try something new.
My feeling is that Hangzhou had to work the hardest to get here out of any cohort we've had. And so they're exhibiting this incredible sense of privilege at being here, and they're really jumping on all the opportunities that we have to offer.
What advice would you give to the young people who are with you right now for the next couple of months?
Be open-minded and also have the courage to step out of the comfort zone. Just embrace it. Embrace the opportunity in Hangzhou and cherish every day, all the moments. Because when you look back, all these things, this experience, it's a life-changing experience, just like lots of our Hangzhou alumni commented.
Dear Hangzhou colleagues, we are so grateful to you for your remarkable example of creativity and dedication and professionalism and passion for education and so many other qualities. We also want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the many other educators and members of our team, both in Braemar Hill and in Hangzhou, for the work that they have done over the last several months and continue to do to support our Year 10 students. Thank you very much, everyone, and please take care.